Hey guys, what's up? So obviously there's a pandemic going around and I'm pretty sure y'all want to stay protected, y'all want to protect others. So covering your face is a great way to start. So I'm going to be showing you how to make a face mask, and you're going to need scissors. I'll put up a picture right now. You're going to need scissors, elastic, a pin, some straight pins will help as well to hold everything in place, and also the outline. I forgot to put it in the picture, but an outline of the face mask, which are right here. So this is the adult size, this is the kid size. I'll leave a link in the description, so you can print that out, hopefully, if you have a printer. And my family, my aunts, my cousins, whatever members that are watching this, if y'all don't have a printer, just let me know and I'll print these out and cut them out for y'all, and y'all can just come pick them up. And so if you want to make them at your own house and stuff like that, I have a bunch of ink for school anyway, so just let me know. Also, everyone else that's watching, elsewhere, hopefully someone has a printer. Like I said, if not, there's other ways people are doing it by measuring, or they're just doing regular rectangles. Y'all could do that too, but I just thought this was easier because I had a printer available. So getting on with it, I'm going to show you how some of mine look. So when I do it just out of regular t-shirts, I had an orange t-shirt that I had got from the thrift store actually like a few months back, and I never really used it. So this is actually for my boyfriend's family. I made 3 of them. So there's 1, 2, and then the third one. So yeah, these are all just orange inside and out, everywhere, just orange, and with the elastic bands. So right now, I know maybe you don't have elastic. I know it's very scarce right now because everyone is doing this. I even ordered elastic myself on Amazon, and it's not gonna get here till next month to June. So these are actually ones that I had already. I've seen some videos where people are cutting elastic out of either t-shirts or even underwear, the underwear bands. So I mean, if you want to do that, y'all could do that too. But there's always other things like just hair ties, or for my little niece, or not my niece, my little cousin. Where the heck? Oh, my little cousin, I just got ribbon. So these are each 8 inches, and she's a 3-year-old, and hopefully this is long enough. I'm assuming it will be, but yeah, this is 8 inches. And this is one of my t-shirts, and then this is another t-shirt. It's white. So I just paired those up, and yeah. I mean, you could be all fancy if you want and go and get the fabric. Personally, I wasn't, but my aunt wanted it all pretty, so she was like, I'll pay you if you go and get it. So that's where I'm at. So anyway, let's start off and get into it. Okay, so as far as cutting it out, you're just gonna want to get a regular t-shirt. An old tee you really don't care about because it's gonna be used for making masks now. So go ahead and just get a t-shirt, and so obviously it has both the back and the front. I will tell you though, like, since this is the outside, if you wanted this to show, turn the shirt inside out, because later on we're gonna have to reverse it, and so whatever is on the inside is actually gonna be the outside of the mask. Okay, so I'm not actually going to use this t-shirt, but just so you know, whenever you're ready, get your t-shirt and then just lay your outline on it and then dot around it and cut it out. Okay, so once you have your scraps, so like for me, I have like all these white ones, right? And I have these labeled as adult ones. So what you're going to do is, once you get all the scraps, and you're gonna need 2 sides. So whatever you cut from a t-shirt, you know how you dotted around it, you're going to get this one, which is it should have two sides. So you're gonna get this one, and you're gonna get another one. You're gonna need 2 of these to make 1 mask. Okay, so after you get these 2, you're going to have to sew them. So at the beginning of them, you're going to sew from the nose, this is the nose right here, all the way down until the bottom, and that's it. Stop right there. So after you sew that one, you're going to leave it there, and then you're going to get the other one, and you're going to sew the other one. So you're going to sew from up here all the way to down here. After you're done with that, you're going to want to, shoot, did I not have one in that process? You're going to want to lay them out on top of each other. So this one, for instance, I have the white on the bottom. After you have it sewn, just open it up, lay it flat where the sewing is on the outside, and then on the top one, lay it flat where this flap is on the outside as well. And then you're gonna sew along the bottom from this one to the white, or from whatever sides, whatever colors you have, and then the same with the top. Okay, I am such a goof and didn't even record the part where you turn it inside out. So that's one of the main parts. So of course right now you should have it like this, stitched at the top. Each of these should be stitched at the bottom. And then on the other side you have this other flap, and it'll be this way. So both your little flaps should be sticking out, right? And after this, make sure everything's correct. I also like to go back and double check that every part, even the on every side, is stitched and there's no gaps. So then we're gonna go ahead and turn it inside out. So kind of just like, you know, I'll show you right now. So we have one side, right? And then we have the other side. Now it doesn't matter what side you grab, but put your fingers between the two pieces of fabric. So you're gonna open it up right here. You're gonna put your fingers in, and then I like to go all the way and grab this piece and then just turn it inside out like a sock. Okay? And now you should have the fabric that you wanted on the outside to be on the outside. So after that, you just want to make sure you completely undo it, and then you should be folding it to where this crease is, you know, fully extended. And so the black or whatever inside fabric you have should be all the way in there. So give me a second. And then I like to lay it flat. Sorry if you can't see it, but I'm laying it flat on the table and just kind of flattening everything out. Okay. So after you have it like this, this is how your mask is gonna look. So on each end, you're gonna want to fold a little bit of each side. So it's gonna look like that. So you get a straight edge. And then you're gonna do the same with the other side. So this is the mask, and they should be folded inwards on the edges where the ear straps are gonna go. And yeah, make sure you recognize which side is up and what side is down. So if you open it up, if you get confused, one second, let me stretch that. That's what happened. I need to open up that fabric. Okay, so everything should be perfectly stretched out. I didn't do that, so just want to stretch on the corners. Okay, so the way you know which one is up is the nose will have a point, so it'll go straight and then point. You see that? Straight and then point, compared to this is just a long, you know, downward decline. So this is up, and what I do is I'll write the person's name, whoever it's gonna belong to, or put an arrow pointing up to where the nose is gonna belong. So after your mask is ready and all you need left is your straps for the ears, I like to just get everything folded nice and neat, make sure everything's leveled, and I go ahead and iron it, just because sometimes mine will be really it'll be really wrinkly and we don't need that. So just real quick, I mean, it's nothing too much because it's real tiny anyway. And then you're just gonna go ahead and iron it. Okay, so once you have it like this and you want to put your straps on, my elastic bands are actually pretty long, so I like to cut mine in half and make use of them. So let me just cut one in half really quick. Okay, so now I have my elastic, and what you're gonna want to do, this is where these come in as well. I like to pin them where I think would be a good fit, and then after I pin them down, I like to try it on my face to make sure that it'll fit good. Make sure the straps are even. And then you could adjust the pins as needed. And then finally, you'll go ahead and sew them in one by one. When you sew them though, I like to take one pin out at a time. Don't take both of them out and be like, oh, I could eyeball it. No, I don't. Like, I mean, I'm a perfectionist, so I don't know if you're about that, but I can't do that. So I just like to do this. Put the pins in place. Okay, and then you could try it on and see if you like the fit or not. I try to get a lot of thread just because I'm gonna go up and down, but whenever I first start and whenever you're on top of the, I'm sorry, that's my dog scratching. Whenever you're on top of the elastic, go ahead and do it a bunch of times, like sew a bunch of times, just to make sure that's holding in place, because that is where you're gonna be stretching it the most to get it around your ears, and you wanna make sure that doesn't just come apart. So right now I'm just making like maybe 4 to 5 knots on the thread to make sure that it doesn't come loose once I sew it in. And then just remember which one is the top and which one is the bottom. So the one with the curve, this is for your nose. So this is going to be at the top and this is the bottom.